So welcome back for another video, everyone, and you may be able to hear a bit of a change. I am doing another voiceover. A lot of people seem to like them, so obviously when opportunities come like here, I will do them. So you can see we are doing a bit of dung spreading. I didn't really think we'd get the time and the opportunity to be able to spread dung this spring. I'd be honest with you, our ground is very, very wet than some to others, and people may say, why don't you drain your fields? We have ditches, they need cleaning out ideally, but obviously we've been saying we're going to do it, but it's just we've been doing other stuff at the time, and stuff has cropped up where we haven't been able to do it because my other uncle, which does like building stuff, construction, he has a little mini digger, like a little 5-ton Volvo, and very experienced with that machine, driven it loads. And every time we plan to do it, he needs the digger for a job, so obviously it's hard. And so yeah, we may get a bit done this year. Hopefully, we've been talking about getting some done this spring or summertime once stuff is a bit quieter after silage, but we'll see how that goes. But you can see we are spreading a bit of dung. We've had some really hard frost weather, and it's been real to the point because we get our water from a spring or from from the ground really, which costs us nothing. It's not from the mains where you have to pay a lot of money for it, but it was frozen, the water frozen, so the cows didn't have any water for a few days, so luckily I had the quad, I could cart buckets of water up, but in the end, carting a few buckets a day up, but evenings and mornings we would put the bucket on the John Deere and cart quite a few buckets up, then about 8 buckets load of water, but the water's back now, which is good, but the frost has been real bad, it still is bad. And but it's been good in a way that we're able to get a bit of dung out, but it's still a bit soft. We nearly went stuck. But yeah, nearly went stuck there, but it's the tractor's fault. Tyres are really narrow. If we had the 390 on the dung spreader, there'd be no worries at all to it. She wouldn't struggle one bit, but yeah, it's good to get a bit of dung out because the fields love a bit of dung before silage time, and you see the difference in crop. You know, you put a bit of dung on, you realise the difference in crop straight away. You have a better crop, lusher grass, everything. So, and especially when we don't put that much fertiliser out, it's definitely a lot of use and a lot handier putting a bit of dung out as well, because we don't use that much fertiliser because it's quite expensive. But yeah, so you can see here we're taking a bit of a dent into it, but yeah, we've gotten a few fields done. I think we got 2 done, and we did a half a field, and also we did a few loads in another field, and then yeah, it got pretty late on then, and obviously the evening work had to start, and yeah, but our first day of dung spreading, the bearing on the dung spreader blew. We were out dung spreading, and the back bearing, you may be able to see, it's a blue colour. The back of the muck spreader is a blue bearing. That had to be replaced. It had blown, not because it wasn't looked after. It's been on since we've had the spreader from new, which is about 20 years old. So we were definitely taking care of it, greasing it every time. Every big job we do, you know, a bit of muck spreading. If we were doing just a few loads and it'd been greased maybe a few months back, we wouldn't really bother. But maybe you should, I don't know. But we'd only grease it if we were going to do like muck spreading like this, like spreading all day, of course. But yeah, so once we're out in the field, I'm going to do a few cinematic shots, hopefully a bit of music. So yeah, as I said, it's good to get a bit of muck out. Really happy that the weather came. Hopefully I think there's another dry spell of weather coming soon, so hopefully we can get a bit more dung out and get the fields growing and start the big job which I love doing springtime, which is chain harrowing with a 390, which you may have seen if you're an OG watcher of me. You'd know of that. So yeah guys, I just want to leave it there. So enjoy the rest of the video, and of course I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the video. Take care.